me in the DMs getting for me. I ain't even took the dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosty like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it like, hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, gon' hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go around the two, stacking up, I love how my money counter move. With attitude, I got a two, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like Shamu. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look too. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn up my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying, iced up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And it's a welcome back to health for last year's #1 pick. This is Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Shake it, Humphrey.
On second down, Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Attaboy, baby. Oh, got him! Got him! Four down, check, 4 down.
Wait, hard. Here we go.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either.
All right, here we go.
Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hey, boys, we got four down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Detroit! Detroit!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Gun! Zebra!
Cousins now to throw on first down. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Spurs! Spurs! Rhino! Rhino! Where's the hunt? Where's that?
2nd down, Cousins. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as Well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. It's a noon one. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hey.
3rd and 2, Darnold dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Strong right.
Handoff comes to Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun. Yellow. Ready, sit in there. Yellow. Yellow.
They go play action. Cousins. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Kevin Pierre-Louis coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Caught right side, it's Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Rhino! Hey, D-line.
Cousins now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. This is the running back, Powell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On 2nd down, Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Aho. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they? And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy. And there he baited him right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. What you just saw there, first-round talent,
Second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Set! 3-19!
Here's Powell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's blocked down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Even. 4 down. Even.
They run with Powell, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Hey, guys.
Set! Green 39! Watch it now, Green 39! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This one from 35 yards away. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
3 down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. They start this with a run for Powell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They run with a rookie from Virginia State, Trenton Cannon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun!
Darnold from the gun. Pryor has it complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Go ahead. Two.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Cousins now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Two.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Rhino! Wide. Hey, steamer.
What's the pass?
Black, 82. Done.
Cousins now on second down. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Let's get it.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Yellow. Hey, steamer. Gun. Wait, hold.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
3 down.
Yellow. Ready, in there. Yellow. Hey, flipper.
It's just me and you.
We're going. Let's go.
Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. There he goes, right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Run.
Here's Darnold. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave them now with a 3rd down situation. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. And he finds Cook. And all the way down to the 29. A big play for the Vikings on third down. 43 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Gun. Hey, flipper.
A second down throw for Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Stop. Out on the left. Move.
They'll run it again with Crowell. Oh, now he bowls him over. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Green 39. Green 39.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Leopard.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, here's Crowell. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jets on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Darnold. Staying on his feet, trying to improvise. They still can't get it. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. They go again with Cannon, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On third down, it's Powell, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Avery Williamson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Second down, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. They've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain of 39 on third. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Two.
A first down throw for Cousins. Space to run past the 20. Throw left side on target to Thielen. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Black. Line out.
Cousins on first down. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down. The Jets on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Check. Watch before.
Gun.
Rush in. Watch the safety creep.
Powell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. I made me some rats in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture. You got the picture me. Pacific ice on my ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russia. Ladies should never the luggage. My diamonds they tussling. My neck and my belly. They call it for me and they. You want me like me and I look. Yeah. Her Rex on her. Yeah. B-Rex better calm down. Yeah. If you go around, come around. Yeah. Whole squad. Yeah. Squad goes on the. Yeah. Make some orange gel on my toes. Yeah. Farrakhan glass for the chosen. Yeah. You can go and get mad. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth and who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag. I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.